Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So today's video, we're going to be looking at specific sources for getting targeted loot. Now, targeted loot is now added to the game, and one of the best parts about it is on the map, you're able to see what location this targeted loot is. Now, when you log into the game and when the live game comes out, or if you're on the PTS, I'm currently on the PTS, you hold down maybe the D-pad direction up button if you're using a controller, or you hit R on your keyboard, and it will highlight the map and show you multiple locations with different brand sets, weapons, and items that have been allocated for you to be able to loot within the loot time. So these things constantly change. I think the time that they change, I don't know exactly what time it is, but what I've noticed is once you do a mission that does have a specific item that's being shown in the mission, you're most likely going to get about 2 to 3 drops of that item, be it a weapon, be it a specific brand set class. You'll be getting anywhere from about 3. That's the number that I counted when I ran Grand Washington Hotel, and I was able to get 3 LMGs. Now, another thing too that's going to happen is within that entire area of the map, you're also able to get items that are in that category of the allocated loot. So if you look at the map that I have currently, as I'm making this video for you, by the White House, we have an allocation for Araldi Holdings brand set items. So which means we have a higher chance to pick up Araldi Holdings or have an NPC drop Araldi Holdings around here. It could be anything, mask, knee pads, gloves, whatever it is. If you look on the bottom corner of the map here, when you go south, close to the Castle Settlement, we do have China Light Industries. That also tells us that around this area, we're able to get China Light Industries brand sets of whatever kind. Now, if you look carefully as well, some of the missions have been changed. Once you highlight the allocation, it changes the mission to tell you that, hey, this particular mission is going to be dropping this specific item. In the case of this DCD that I have on my map, it's telling me it's going to be dropping knee pads. So if I run the mission, I'll get a higher allocation to be able to drop me knee pads of whatever kind. It's not being specific. And it's the same as here, it's showing me brand sets. Now, another thing that I've noticed, and I think this is probably going to be very helpful for those who don't want to play missions in order to get this brand sets, is from the open world, there are chests and there are loot boxes everywhere. And this is where it becomes important for you to be able to go master the locations of these chests and loot boxes wherever you can find them. But I'll give you a few sources. Now, one of the main sources is from getting these loot boxes that are orange, that are usually hanging over specific objects, like example, a parachute or something like that. So if I travel to the DCD headquarters, there's actually one that I'd like to show you guys, and there's actually a map and a tutorial on actually how to run through the open world and get about 30 of them. I think what's his name, there's a streamer that actually made the video on how you can run the route to get about 30 of them. There are more of them, I think, on the map, but the 30 is pretty much what's going to happen, if you understand what I mean. So when I get to DCD, I just run all the way back towards this area, and I just happen to be in bad weather here on my map, but you should get the point. And if you look up here, you're going to find these orange chests. When I hit it, I will get a mod. These things drop mods, but what I've noticed is they will also give me an item of some kind. In my case, it gave me Petrov gloves, which do not exist in the game and which I'm going to make a video of here in a little bit. So these Petrov gloves are not what was allocated. If you notice around this area did say Araldi Holdings. So it will give you either the targeted loot or it will give you something different. In this case, it gave me something different. I have other video clips where I've actually gotten the targeted loot that's been allocated in that area, and I've been able to pick them up. So that's how you actually get these targeted loot items. It's also RNG based, so nothing will be guaranteed. So pay attention to that aspect of the game. So this is pretty much how you can get targeted loot by running missions, taking out open world bosses, opening chests, going to your little loot locations and picking up those items. Also opening faction chests as well has the possibility of giving you all of these different targeted loot that you're looking for. Anyways, I think the farming and the looting in the game is most likely better because of this. I've noticed an improvement. The only thing that I would say as a qualms, and I have to put this as a disclaimer, is the quality of the loot does not not seem to have changed much. The drops are still dropping really low numbers, and I feel like the developers can actually improve those numbers before we head into the live game. All right, thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate your time and audience, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace.